You know, religious history has a funny way of being ironic because the same thing that the Israelites did to Baal, which was demonize him, is the same thing that the Gnostics ended up doing to Yahweh. Recently, I've been talking a lot about how the ancient Canaanite deity Baal actually was not a demon, but a storm and fertility god who represented life at the beginning of his pantheon. He was later demonized when the Israelites decided they wanted to push Yahweh up the pantheon, so they demoted all the other gods to demons. And I always have Christians come in there and tell me, no, 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 Baal has always been a demon. Yahweh has always been God. And it's just so funny and ironic to me because the same thing that they did to Baal is the same thing that the Gnostics did to Yahweh. If you didn't know, according to the Gnostic text from the Nag Hammadi library, they tell us that they believed that the God of the Old Testament or the Hebrew Bible was actually a demiurge, an inherently evil being who created an inherently evil material world. Because they were trying to make sense of the problem of suffering and why a all-powerful, all-good God would create such a world with so much suffering. And not only that, but a lot of what we see in the Hebrew Bible is Yahweh being a jealous, envious dictator. He's constantly killing his own people. He's constantly commanding war. He treats women like property. He allows slavery. He's constantly calling for the extermination of the surrounding tribes, even commanding the murder of the women and children, even the animals. And for some reason, he requires blood to atone for sins that he set up. All of this together made the Gnostics believe that the God of the Hebrew Bible was actually a demon or an extremely evil being, and that he created this material realm to be full of suffering and pain. And the only way we can escape this material world is through gnosis or knowledge. And also that Jesus came to present us with a much more accurate version of God. Now, personally, I am not Gnostic myself because I don't believe that the material realm was created by an evil being or that the material realm is inherently evil. But I completely understand why the Gnostics believe that about the Hebrew Bible God, because I also believe that the Hebrew Bible God is not an accurate version of God. I bet y'all don't like it when they demonize your God, do you?